What do you want? What kind do you want? What features are you looking for? What do you need?
Most people come in kind of have their heart set on either an SUV or a two-door car or a four-door car.
When you go to a dealership, the salesman will meticulously match you with the perfect car.
We try to match up, the best we can to what customers ask for.
We try to pair perfectly with our cars, so why don't we do it with our pets? Right now, there is no program that matches owners with dogs using science, says animal behaviorist Kim Brophy.
This is the ATV section, so these would be all of the bird dogs.
Brophy is labeling dogs as vehicles, making it easier for people to know which dog to choose and how to steer it.
My dream for this is that it's at every vet hospital, it's at every shelter. It becomes kitchen table language.
Working out of her Asheville store and dog training center,
So if we were, say, going to run old Chunk through the Drive app,
Brophy has a smartphone app
and then we would select his ears,
and a book, The Owner's Manual for the Modern Dog, coming out next year.
and he comes up as a tank.
And she's using genetics to identify a dog as a scooter, a dirt bike, a hot rod, an ATV, and so on. At the Buncombe County Animal Shelter, which is about to launch the Drive pilot program, Frida has already been categorized using Brophy's Drive app.
She is a good example of an ATV, loves all terrains including water.
ATVs are good with people, adaptable to most surroundings. But Frida growled at our camera and was nervous around our photographer. She's still an ATV, but this is where the second part of the program comes in.
Well, staff reported to me that she was digging in her water bowl.
Shelter staff gave Frida a second profile, which steps away from genetics and just looks at her personality, where she came from, and her habits. When Drive gets rolling here, staff will use both of her profiles and then interview potential adopters to pair Frida with an owner that has the lifestyle and personality to work with her on that fierce reaction.
So just like I'm not going to take a herding dog and have a big bay window where cars drive by every day, I'm not going to take a pitty and walk it right up to another dog head on head, because that's setting them up to fail.
There are no bad dogs. There are no vicious dogs. There are hardwired, very specific, developed motor patterns in response to certain conditions.
Brophy says dog bites are just one of the consequences when a bad match is made, and right now, they're happening all the time.
And it translates into concrete numbers of dogs that are surrendered to shelters, as well as those dogs being euthanized.
After 7 years in the making, Brophy's Drive is now in the fast lane with the hope of finding the perfect human match for dogs like Frida.
Want a treat? Whoops. There you go.
So her growl won't lead to a bite.
They really need that specific home. It's a waiting game of finding that home.
That's gross. Okay, that's fine.